Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy John Henry here with the Backstage at Open Highway podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Well, you may have seen the announcement here, but we've made the difficult decision to pause Open Highway Music Fest here in 2024. I'm bummed about that, obviously. I love this festival. I've been doing it seems like for forever. It's been 12 years, and I'm going to get into the reasons why we're making this decision to pause it. I'll give you a hint. It's money. And go through a few other things, but the first thing I wanted to do was thank our audience first and foremost. We plan on returning in 2025. There's some momentum here. We grew from 2021 to 2022, we 2x'd, and then from 2022 to 2023, we doubled in size again. So that's all because of you. Thank you all so much for supporting us, and hope you continue to do so as we pause this fest over at Open Highway Presents, which I'll go into here in a bit. But back to you, our audience. You're incredibly supportive. You helped us kind of take this idea from a small scale to something really big, and we built a community that we really love. So appreciate that. I also want to say special thanks, especially to the Regional Arts Commission, St. Louis Arts, U.S. Soy, and Four Hands. They've been great partners to us over the years, really help us to be able to produce this festival. And this podcast is brought to you by St. Louis Arts. And I also want to give a big shout out and thank you to folks that we work with a lot: Clancy, Arch City Audiovisual, Blank Slate, and 5x5 Creative. All those companies are great, and we're friends with them, and we work with them, and it's great, and it's going to keep continuing with this whole process. So thank you to them very much. And as I said, this is brought to you by St. Louis Arts. We'll be working with them a ton in 2024. That's part of the Open Highway Presents. There's an old Hollywood saying that it's not about the money, it's about the money. And a festival like this is incredibly expensive to put on. Obviously, we have talent, but behind the scenes, we have LED screens and generators and security and website management and social media management and all of that stuff. So as each one of those increases in their own way, their own level, it compounds the problem that we have with just keeping a festival affordable while at the same time not putting us as the promoters, as the organizers, in a position where we could get really burned. It's a double-sided coin, because for me, I come from the artist side, and I am for artists making as much money as they can possibly make. I love that. I think the business of festivals recently, post-COVID, we've seen quotes for these artists, different artists, to come play that are disproportionate to what they bring into the market. For example, I'm going to call them Artist X, but this is a situation that arose recently. Artist X comes in to the St. Louis area, plays a show on their tour for $5,000. Now that's a good amount of money. It's a good club show, but it's a manageable amount. The same artist, a quote at Open Highway would be, it was $50,000. So that's a 10x. And that makes it very, very hard to stock your lineup with all the talent that you want while keeping a ticket price reasonable to the market. But the game is the game. And it's tough for me to pause this because I'm a long-term guy. I don't drift around a lot. I do things. I have the same, friends. Keep everything in my life pretty long-term and a commitment guy. So pausing this really bugs me. I think sometimes you get in the middle of it and you don't realize, like, a lot of the cool experiences and artists that I've gotten to deal with and work with over the last 12 years. And I had to go up and look through some of the older posters just to remember. So I put together a list of open highway performers over the years, and I'm going to read it. Jason Isbell, Sturgill Simpson, Turnpike Troubadours, Ryan Bingham, Old 97s, Margot Price, Old Crow Medicine Show, Marcus King, Drive-By Truckers, Maggie Rose, Sunvolt, Paul Coffin, Morgan Wade, Flatland Cavalry, Alexandra Kay, Blackberry Smoke, Shovels and Rope, Josh Ritter, Hayes Carr, Lucero, one of my faves, Diarrhea Planet, Nikki Lane, Amanda Shires, Marty Stewart and the Fabulous Superlatives, Jade Bird, John Moreland, Corey Chisel with Nora Jones, that was crazy, Justin Towns Earl, and local legends, the Bottle Rockets, among many more. But that's a cool amount of people, and I've enjoyed that immensely. Which brings us to Open Highway Presents. Long before the festival, I've been promoting shows since I was in college, and I started Open Highway essentially in a dorm room. So the Open Highway Presents element is we're bringing a lot of the artists that you love to some of your favorite venues around St. Louis. Morgan Wade, for instance, we have coming to the Hawthorne on November 23rd. And as you watch this, it goes on sale on Friday, which is either the day you're watching this or just about. In addition, we have the Wonder Woman of Country at the Golden Record this weekend, 420. Britt Taylor, 423. And other artists that we have coming through that we can announce right now are Taylor Honeycutt, Driving and Crying, Cody Canada, Bones Owens. We're doing over 100 shows this year here in St. Louis, so check us out at openhighwaypresents.com. We hope you join us there, because if you like all the Open Highway bands, you're going to like this because it's a lot of the same ones. So thank you very much for your support as we pause this festival. It is our plan to return in 2025. If I don't sound super bummed, it's because we have so much else going on, but not having this in the summer is something that really bothers me, and I'd like to keep it going. So if you or a business that you're associated with or own wants to get involved, we are easily found, and we would welcome that. The Open Highway Music Fest has been the center of my professional life for years and years, so that's going to continue with Open Highway Presents and then the festival again in 2025. Thank you so much for listening. I know it's kind of a bummer, but appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so much for your support. It's because of you that we have been able to turn this into such a great event, and we are really grateful for that. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.